super underscore. This is the way for calling parent class constructor in it. Right, right. So if you want to call parent class constructor, you can call it your wish. Then I want to print. Let's suppose in print, I want to print here this. The parrot is same. The parrot is ready. The parrot is ready. Okay. Then after I want to override. I want to override that parent class. You can even though inheritance tells like even though you can override your parent class. You can even though you can override your parent class methods. Then even though you can directly call parent class methods. Okay, through okay, you can access methods from parent class, and then you can create new methods also. So let's suppose I want to override the existing methods. What is who is this? Okay, who is this? Okay, so in this existing method, what was the message? Print it is bird. Print it is bird. But I want to override a different message. Okay, so I am parrot. I am parrot. Then I want to write a new methods also in our child class. Let's suppose I want to define a new method def, then run. Okay, passing the argument self, and then I want to pass any message. Let's suppose print run fast. Run fast. Got it? Run fast. So this is our child class. Let's execute this line of code. Next one is I want to create a child class object. I want to create a child class object. Create a child class object. I want to create a child class object. So how can you create a child class object? So simple. Create object. Create a object. What is the way of creating object? Tell me. What is the way of creating object? What is the name of child class? Tell me, guys. What is the name of child class? What is the name of child class?
Parrot.
Yeah. Parrot is the child class. Okay. So how can you create a child class object? You have to simple write here class name and then parentheses, and then pass into the any variable. Let's suppose blue. So this is the way once you create that object blue equals to parrot. You can see here the bird is ready and the parrot is ready. That means you can see here you can see here why after the creation once I execute blue is equals to parrot, the bird is ready and the parrot is ready. Why its message came here? You can see here this line of code, right? So this is for creating the constructor. Constructor is nothing but it instantiate the your attributes and then create the objects through that help of that constructor. Okay, so you can see here this is def underscore underscore self. Okay, once it will be called it, you can say here in this constructor there is two messages passing here. One is called super dot underscore underscore init. So once you call the super dot underscore underscore init, it directly call the parent class constructor. So what you can see here, in parent class constructor, we have written here the bird is ready. Got it? In parent class constructor, we have written here the bird is ready. Okay. Then next one is like once it will be called, create the object. Next one is next message it will print here the parrot is ready. Got it? Because once we'll create data object, that means we are we are calling the constructor here. In this constructor, uh, once we'll execute in this constructor, we have I have declared here super dot underscore under init. That super dot underscore init, that means it will call the parent class constructor. Let's suppose I don't want to write. Okay. So once we'll create that object, you can say here the parrot is ready. Only this message will become. So this super dot underscore init, it calls the parent class constructor. Parent class constructor. You can see here in parent class constructor there is a message. There is a statement is called the bird is ready. Got it? Got it. So once we'll create a child class object. Okay. So output will. Okay. Let me execute here. Okay. So output will be the bird is ready and then parrot is ready. That means it is calling the parent class constructor also and child class constructor also. Because in our code, I have already called super dot underscore init. Right. So now I want to absorb some results. Let's observe the result. Let's suppose I want to call blue dot swim. What will be the blue dot? Let's suppose I want to call blue dot. Who is this? What will be the output? What will be the output? Tell me. Sneha, what will be the output? Sneha, what will be the output?
Sir, actually, I'm getting ready for office, so I'm listening half and half because
Okay, no issue.
morning is not possible.
Okay,
Probably.
no issue, no issue. Lakshmi Priya, are you there? Lakshmi Priya, are you there? Lakshmi Priya, are you there? I'm not able to hear you. Okay, so yeah, good. Yeah. So this it is override that. Yeah, I'm parrot. I'm a parrot. Let's suppose I want to write here blue dot swim, blue dot swim. You can see the code here, blue dot swim. I want to call here blue dot swim. So that means I want to call parent class methods on the child class object. That means you can see here swim is not defined in child class. You can see swim method is defined in child class. But still I want to call this swim methods on child class object. So it will work or not? It will work or not? Tell me, it will work or not? Yeah. So what will be the output, Venkat? What will be the output? Output, Venkat? Yeah. So we can say here bird swim. You can read the math. Yeah. You can see here in swim we are calling swim faster. Yeah. You can see swim faster. So no issue, no issue. So we can see here blue dot swim, it will call swim faster. Let's suppose I want to call blue dot run. Blue dot run. So it will call run fast. You can see here, you can see here. That means in your child class, you can override the parent class methods. In your child class, you can override the parent class methods. Then that means let's suppose I want to summarize what we have completed here. We created two classes. One is bird. What is bird? That means bird is our parent class. Bird is our parent class, and another class is called like a child bird parent class. Another class is called child class. That name is parrot. That name is parrot. So the child class inherits the function of parent class, right? So we can see here like the form of from swim methods. From swim methods again, I can easily called through the child object. That means child class, even though child class modified the parent class behavior, you can see here, like who is, even though child class modified the parent class behavior, we have already modified. Who is this? Okay. So child class modified the parent class behavior. Got it? Okay. Then after next one is we can call like additionally super method inside underscore init methods. That means that means you once you called, so parent class constructor will be automatically called. Got it? If you want to call the parent class constructor, so you have to call super dot underscore int. So this is the way of inherit a parent class methods. Parent class. So you can see here there is a one parent class, there is a one child class. You can see how can inherit. Next concept is encapsulation. Next concept is encapsulation. So what is encapsulation? Anyone? What is encapsulation?
Wrapping up of data.
Who is this person? Pratik? Yeah, Bharat. Yeah, tell me.
Wrapping
What?
wrapping of data.
Wrapping up data. Okay. Anyone?
Hello. It's a binding the logic and data in a single units.
Okay, so why we need encapsulation? Do you know? I think Pratik is from Java background. You can answer. Why we need the encapsulation?
Actually, if I did not bind to the access direct by the data members because I am creating the private data members there and using the getter and setter. So I want to access by the object. So
Yeah. So concept wise, same here, but a little bit different. Okay. For concept wise same, but syntax wise little bit different. Concept wise same, but syntax wise little bit different. So we can see here using oops in Python, we can restrict access to method and variable. We can restrict access to methods and variable. This prevent data from direct modification, which is called encapsulation. Direct modification. I don't want to take any I want to prevent, let's suppose I one second. This is encapsulation means this is our this is our one capsule. I want to bind some data here. Let's suppose this is one data and this is another data, this is another data. Let's suppose this data is not in bind, okay, in different place, it's here. So anyone can came here and can directly modify here, okay, right? So first one is, let's suppose I want to encapsulate means, let's suppose you want to bind here data, okay, into a single unit, okay. So you bind this three data into a single unit. This is the big unit, okay. Why we are binding, like what is the encapsulation? Main thing is like I want to prevent data from direct modification, which is called encapsulation. That means I don't want to, I that means if your code is following the encapsulation, no one can directly modify your data. No one can directly modify your data. That's it. So encapsulation means the prevent data from direct modification. I want to restrict access to method and variable. I don't want to allow everyone or anyway to access directly my methods and variables. So this concept is called encapsulation. In Python, we denote a private attribute using underscore as a prefix. That may be single or double. So let's suppose here in different languages we have a keywords, private keyword, but in Python we denote a private attribute using what is underscore as a prefix. Underscore as a prefix. Underscore as a prefix. So we can see here. Let's suppose I want to show how can we data encapsulation in Python. So let's suppose this is our class computer. This is our class computer. I want to create a constructor in it and taking the argument self. In this self, I want to pass set one private attributes. So how can you say like a private attribute? I can say here private attributes will be a starter from underscore or single underscore. So you can see here we have one variable max price and I want to set underscore. That means this is the private attributes and the values of that private max price of is 900. Next one is, let's suppose I want to create one methods called sell. I want to create one methods called sell. Okay, I am passing some message. Okay, selling price is whatever max price is there. This is the selling price. Okay, and then I want to create another method that is setter method. Set max price. Set max price. So how can you define that set max price? You have to write what is the name of that variable max price. This is the name of your variable. Before that you can write the set. Before that you can write the set. This is the standard way for writing the setter method. This is called setter method. So whatever the name of that variable, before that you can write, you have to write set. You have to write a set, right? Then you have to pass self is required, then variable, then attributes is price. Attribute is price. So what attribute is price, and then self underscore max price is equals to price, right? So let's here observe. I want to create objects. How can I create the object? Computers, and then passing C. So C dot cell. What is the cell? you can say here sales normally call that max price is 900, but I want to, you can see here, try to exchange underscore max price value. Are you able to change? You can see here, I want to change, yeah, right, Venkat, right. I want to change. Let me write the code here. It will be more clear. Okay. Let me write the code here. Let's suppose I want to create a, so we can say here data encapsulation. Let's see, I want to create a class. Class name is computer. Class name is computer. I want to define a method constructor. How can you define init? Okay. Then passing self. Okay. Then I want to define a private variable. Okay. Self dot underscore max price. Let's suppose it will be set into your constructor. I want to initialize one private variable. This is a private attributes. This is called private attributes. Okay. Then I want to define one method called tail dot diff. Then cell passing the arguments self. Okay. Then let's suppose I want to print here selling price, what price, and whatever the price dynamically it will be called. I want to write here. Okay. Then I want to call which method? Format. Okay. Format will be text. One is self dot underscore max. It should be text. Okay, max price. Got it. Then I want to define there. Let's suppose this is the set. What is the name of that variable? You can write here max price. This is your setter method. Max price. You have to write here self dot price. Then you can call self dot underscore max price is equals to price. Let me write the code and then I will summarize. Okay. Let me create the object of this class. C is our object. So I want to call that cell method. So how can we call that cell method on this? I have to call on that class object C. So C dot cell, you can say here 900, right? So our objective is I want to try. I want to modify our variable attributes. I want to access this max price and I want to modify. Even though you have the object of that class. And so if you have that object of the class, I want to modify that max price. Let's suppose the max price is C dot underscore what is underscore max price. This is our variable name, C dot underscore max price. and I want to write here 1000. Okay, and then again I want to know the price is modified or not, has been modified or not. So it will modified or same? Tell me. C dot underscore max price. Can we able to modify it? Okay, Lakshmi Priya. Lakshmi Priya, are you getting my point? Yeah, got it, Venkat. Lakshmi Priya, are you there? Are you getting my point, Bharat? Jashwant?
Yes, yes, Abhitish.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So once I execute this line of codes, so we can see here selling price is, we can see here selling price is 900. Selling price is 900. Selling price is 900. That means we cannot modify directly that. So this is encapsulation because that variable is a private. But I want to modify. So for this, there is one option is called. You have to modify. You can modify, but you have to set that values through that our methods. You cannot directly modify. You can access that variable. That's fine. You can access my variable. That's fine. But you cannot modify through your logic. I will give that logic. How can you modify? I will give that way. On that way, you can only modify. You cannot modify directly. Got it? So this is the owner of this class. This is let's suppose this is the owner of this class, and he tells like you cannot modify my attributes directly. You can modify my attributes in such a way. For you have to call my methods, whatever my logic, whatever my way. So that's way you can only modify. So it's create here. You can say there is one method called set max price, and this max price is taking the one argument. That argument is called price. That argument is called price. So whatever. So set. So let's suppose I want to call that set dot maximum price, and you can say here this method is already taken. This method is taken arguments. What is this is one argument. So one argument I have to pass here. Let's suppose in this place 1000. So this thousands will be mapped with this price. This 1000 will be mapped with this price. This 1000 will be mapped with this price. Okay. Once price comes here, so now the values of price is 1000. It will be set to this max price. Got it. Then let me set dot max price. Then I want to call c dot sell. So now you can see here selling price is 1000. Selling price is 1000. So what do you get? Yeah. So you can see here selling price is 1000. So notes, in the above program we defined class computer. We use underscore init method to store the maximum selling price of a computer. We try to modify the price, however, we cannot change it because Python treats the underscore max price as a private attributes. To change the values, we used setter function, that means set max price, which take price as a parameter. Got it? Got it. So this is called encapsulation. This is the way for you can encapsulate your code, encapsulate your code. Okay. So next will be do discussion. Maybe today I'm only so today if anyone has any doubts, they can drop me message after 10 o'clock. I can help you out directly one to one. Okay, any. So 10 to 4 I am available here. 10 to 4 I am available here. If anyone maybe they because today is a holiday for me. Okay, so got it. So if any doubts, Lakshmi Priya, any doubts, any, so you can drop me message. We'll see one to one. Okay. And I will try to take session in evening also because more candidates can join in evening. So that I will try to finish that projects in evening. Got it. Okay. So in evening I will start polymorphism little bit and then continue with that projects. Thank you so much. Once we'll completed at level 2, in morning I will start the machine learning session. Okay, and in evening level 3 will be continued. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Jashwant, Bharat, any doubts? Will you can drop me message. Okay. Thank you so much. Jashwant, Bharat, Lakshmi Priya. Yeah.